And my uncle used to say that the most unsteady ship in the sea is partnership.
Welcome to another $4 million Strategies. This is part one in our discussion with Greg Selkoe, founder and CEO of XSET, on what things you should consider when selling your business.
So, the strategic thinking is super important. And you have to think about strategically what you're looking for from an acquiring company. Are you looking to cash in? Are you looking to find a partner and grow the business? For me, some of the experiences I had with my first business is the first person I sold a big chunk of the company to was a venture fund out of Manhattan. And they were really a partner, and they joined the board. They were super helpful, and they really wanted to see the company grow, and they helped facilitate my vision for what I wanted to do. And that was great. And I had an earnout actually to get the additional capital. We had to earn it out, and we achieved it, which, one of my mentors had said to me, and I think this is probably still generally true, even though we did hit our earnout, is that most of the time with an earnout, you need to be, satisfied with what you get in the beginning, and the earnout's just gravy. Sometimes the earnout's almost impossible to get, or whatever. If you have to work just for the earnout, and particularly if you don't know the partner very well that you're getting in bed with, I think you can wind up with mismatches. I think for my second exit, which was much more of a transactional, second sort of acquisition of a large part of the company, it was a private equity group. And we just didn't align in terms of the direction we wanted to take the business, what was necessary to continue to grow the business. And they weren't necessarily believers in me or in the long-term strategy. And obviously, when you're not aligned with someone else who basically owns the business, I didn't really control it. They owned the business. Pretty much a recipe for disaster. So I think when one goes into the concept of, hey, I'm going to get acquired or partially acquired or get a large investor where I am no longer controlling the business, it's super important that you do your diligence and research. They're doing it on you, and you think you need to show them everything that makes sense for them to do this investment or do this acquisition. But you really need to do the reverse diligence too, because you can wind up in a position where, it's not tenable to stay. And you have to decide. I mean, the way I always look at it is there's people I would sell the whole business to in any of the business I've been in, just making up something that's somewhat of a hypothetical. But, once I get that check, they can do whatever the hell they want with the business, right? Now, there are other folks where I would see a lot more upside with. And those are the folks that where you feel like these guys believe in me, they believe in my vision, they want me to go further. But I think not having an ego is important too, because I certainly, as an entrepreneur, we all have egos, but, you have to realize it's now a partnership. And my uncle used to say that the most unsteady ship in the sea is partnership. And so it is challenging. Like, we had to exit two of our founders here. It was tough to have four founders that were all together.
Greg, thank you so much for being part of $4 million Strategies.